Ourselves, don't we?
And we're back. Jim didn't put the countdown on. That was it.
Are we here?
Hello.
What
We've been busy. He didn't do the countdown.
Hello. It's a good job I've got my filter in.
You always have your filter in.
Start again. Welcome to Clarity. That threw me.
I know, it threw me as well.
Oh dear.
There we go.
Can we start again? No. Okay, right. Cut. Hello and welcome to Clarity. It's 2 o'clock, it's Sunday afternoon, and you know that means it's the first Sunday of the month, and here we are. My name is Barbara Gray, and this is our dear friend, Paul Church.
Good afternoon, everybody. That was a wake-up call.
Yes, boom. Wakey, wakey. And lovely Grace is in the room with your good selves over in New York. She'll be keeping you company. Aren't we lucky to be international?
We are indeed, the modern technology. So
there you go. She's going to be answering any questions and filtering them through to us. I hope that the sound is good. Yeah, there you go. And other than that, we've got a fantastic couple of hours lined up.
We haven't we? We always do on the first Sunday of every month. How many years now has that been?
Oh, 17 years, wow, something like that.
Goodness me.
Yeah, every Sunday.
And this year,
every Sunday, first Sunday of the month.
Yeah, and this year, we brought it back to 2 till 4, didn't we?
We prefer that.
We do.
We do. It means we can get home before it's dark.
Exactly.
I was thinking what a pleasure it was this morning, because I was able to work at home, do some laundry, work on the April newspaper, do the newsletter. There were so many things that I was able to do before I came here.
I mean, it wasn't just sitting in the car in traffic.
For hours and hours and hours on the M11.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Because we used to leave at 7 in the morning.
We did. We did, and we didn't get home until 7 in the evening either, 8 o'clock in the evening.
And
right?
the rest,
yeah. So here we are, happy days, and our friends are finding us, which is great. They
are indeed.
Yeah, this is the highlight of the month, really.
It is, and I think because it is something that's been well established, and people know we're going to have something special because it's always the first Sunday of the month. We have some lovely new releases. And
we're going to wave goodbye to February.
February went yesterday.
And it's the 1st of March today.
Yeah.
So there's a new product of the month that we want to shine a light on.
Yeah.
We've got beautiful stamps that I drew that I think you'll like. And they're in the same style as those lovely those Japanese butterfly rounds, because March is Japan month.
It is. And the February offers have now reverted back to their full price.
And now we're going to build March with you.
We are indeed.
So perhaps it would be a great idea if we did a little bit of shopkeeping first. And for those of you who are new to Clarity, this is our Selly Telly today.
It is. So there's 2 ways in which you can place an order. There's a website across the bottom that is claritycrafts.com, and that's open 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. There is a show page if you go to the front of the website that says Clarity Social TV. You can click there and you can see everything that's available on today's show. There'll be bundles, individual, all the different upsells. Then what happens is, when we come to do tomorrow's TV show, that goes into our catch up and craft area.
Yes.
So if you are tuning in, you maybe can only watch the first half hour or an hour, then you know you can go to our catch up and craft area afterwards, and you'll be able to watch it back there as well.
Yes.
Now, during the week, Monday to Friday, from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m, you can give the office a call on the number below, which is 01732 868 215, where Sue or Louise or P are there to help you. So really easy. Call centre is here in the building. Nice friendly voices on the end of it. And if there's anything you're unsure about, then they're always there to help.
So the other big thing that, of course, that happens today is that you get to fill your baskets. Yes. And you'll really enjoy these new products. The baskets have a special twist because of the product of the month.
Yes.
And that's why it might be really worthwhile just having a quick look at the product of the month.
Yes.
So that you know if you add any of these products to your basket, then that unlocks double points on the basket, on everything in
Everything
your
in the basket.
So I think perhaps we'd just take a quick look at the product
Yep,
of the month,
we can
Paul.
do that. So there's 4 options this month for you if you missed Friday's show. So the first option is Barbara's Floral Hearts A5 Stamper Mask Set. Item number 12304. £22.49 plus your club discounts. So that is option 1. Then we have option 2, which is 01119. Barbara's Rose and Petunia Floral Heart 7x7 Stencil Duo, £12.98. Then, if you're into your groovy, we have item number 42621, and that's Barbara's Floral Hearts A6 Groovy Plate and Spacer Duo, £12.98. And after a 18-month, 2-year absence, we now have our Rainbow Duo Parchment and Paper Pastel Rainbow back in stock. Item number 42624, and that's £24.99. There
Perfect.
we go.
So the whole idea is that you pop any one of those items into your shopping basket, and then anything else that you add to your shopping basket unlocks double points.
Yeah, and that lasts for up until the 31st of March.
Yeah, so this is for the whole month, and there are 4 things there. We're catering to everybody, really, whether you're a parcher, a stamper. That rainbow parchment is obviously very beautiful for stampers too. So there's your consumable right there.
It's nice because you've got the parchment and the intensifier paper as well.
That's it, yeah.
So
that's it. And then the only other thing that I will mention about housekeeping is, of course, there's a newspaper that comes out to you in every single order. Oh, not multiple orders.
No, I try and track it as best as I can, so I can see whether you've placed an order, when you've placed it, and I know whether you've had a newspaper or not. We put a little cross on the picking list so that they know.
So it's just so that we don't waste trees, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the newspaper lives on paper, and the idea is to give you that really lovely nostalgic. You know, there's especially the March one is great because it's a double issue special Japan edition.
Yeah. There's a little giveaway in there as well. So if you want to find out more about that, you can go back and watch our show from Friday on our catch up and craft area.
So let's get started and have a quick look at what's on offer today.
Okay.
Maybe we look at the big bundle.
Yep.
It's all available individually, stamps and stencils and groovy, but let's just take a look on the screen so you can see it, and then we'll deep dive and have a better look.
Absolutely. So item number for this particular product is 21262. This is Barbara's Love, Dream and Songbirds 2-way overlay stamp, mask and stencil collection. Normally £69.72. You have a £10 saving, bringing it down to £59.72. Now you've got all your club savings underneath. So if you belong to 1 club, it brings it down to £53.75. 2 clubs, £52.25. And finally, 3 clubs brings it down to £50.76 for all of that.
Well, what we'll be doing during the course of the next 2 hours is putting these stamps and stencils through their paces. So let's just have a look at what else is on offer, and then we'll get started.
Okay. Then if you're into your groovy, we launched these on Monday. Item number 42626, Barbara's Love, Dream and Songbirds. Love, Dream and Songbirds A5 square groovy plate collection, £1.48 saving, bringing it down to £29.99 plus your club discounts.
There you go.
There we go. So that is, I'm going to bring up the front screen. So we'll have that on the side. Should we have a look at the stamps?
So let's take a look at the stamps first. And then I would say that if you just give me, let's take a look at the stamps first, and then we'll go from there, shall we? So if we take a look on the overhead, you'll see here, this is the Songbird, and the item code for the Songbird on its own is 12306. So you can see here, these are what we call 2-way overlays. They work on their own. I drew them myself, and then what we've done is we've isolated the elements. So these fill these in.
Right.
All these stamps here fill these in, but they're also separate. So you can build scenes with these stamps. You don't have to rely on these.
Okay.
This stamp works beautifully on its own, but of course it sits in that stamp too.
For an instant colour.
Yes. So this is the infill stamp for that.
Yeah.
Which is a completely different look. They come with masks.
This one was open, wasn't it?
So if we just unpack this particular one, then you'll know that all the others are the same.
Yes.
So in here, what we've got is you've got your set of stamps, top quality. Laurent makes these. So you've got these lovely Clarity quality stamps. Then inside here as well, you've got the masks. So you can see you've got the rounds.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to, with the leaves, we didn't bother this time. We just did the ones that are difficult to cut out, like circles and birds.
Absolutely.
And then the other thing that we did was we added just a little bit of colour inspiration, just some colour tones to give you some ideas, you know. And this also shows you the stencil that we've designed to marry up with the Songbird. These are very interchangeable.
Which is all part of that big bundle.
Yeah.
And also available separately.
But of course, this works with the Lovebird, it works with the Dreambird, and so on. So every single bird collection stamp set that you get, you're gonna receive not just the stamps, but the masks and the inspiration as well. So let's just take let's just look at a couple of examples. Andy Duggan, you can see here how this is. I'm going to sweep through this way, Paul. Deborah Wheeler, using the individual stamps to go beyond the mark. That's lovely.
That's a clever way of using them, isn't it?
Yeah. Sheila Metzeler, 3 cut out. Nice. This is a great one by Linda Spencer. A great use of the panels here with the individual stamps.
It coordinates it all together then, doesn't it?
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
And these are those special words that we did.
The
Art Deco.
January, yes.
They're nice, aren't they? And then we've got Sonia Goodliff. You can see how useful the individual stamps are.
She's created a completely different scene, hasn't she?
That's right.
Those?
So now, for example, this is the Songbird coloured in using its stencil.
Yeah.
And now we've got the Songbird using the Lovebird stencil. And then we've got the Songbird using the Dream stencil. So it goes to show you just how they all interchange really beautifully. During the course of the show, we'll probably be looking at more artwork.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely we'll put together a gallery of the artwork so you can really look for some inspiration. Now, next stamp. So that was the Songbird. Next one I drew was the Dreambird. You can see here a little bit bird of paradise-y.
Yes.
This bird fits in that bird, that fits in there. The leaves fit together. They all this flower fits in that flower, and so on and so on. So you can. This is a colouring stamp, but it also is an instant colouring stamp. Really nice to use. And again, of course, it comes with the mask
and your colour inspiration as well.
So let's take a look at a couple of pieces of artwork. You can see this one by Jane Telford, absolutely glorious. Gel press print in the background. Clever use of the little stamps. Love that. Yeah, very nice indeed. Sarah Brennan, stencil. See, the thing is with the stencils, and we'll get to them, they come with a kind of a stencil mate now, which is really useful. More will be revealed on that one. These are great stamps. This is another one by Tina Morris. Like that a lot. Julie Dunn using texture paste through the stencil. Makes a lovely frame. This is bold and beautiful. Great use of colour by Linda Spencer. But you can see just how lovely these are. Julie Dunn, I like that she uses half the stencil.
Gives it a different look, doesn't it?
Completely. And this is a Linda Spencer special, using the flowers down the side.
That's
and then using the flowers to make little butterflies.
Oh, clever.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Here we've got Sarah Brennan and Deborah Wheeler. You can see how Sarah's used fibres, fusible fibres, which is rather lovely.
That's
nice.
Clever. It's got that little padding effect, hasn't it? Plus that glistening.
And then we've got an embedder, a round embedder that sits perfectly. You can see there on that, Deborah Wheeler. Really nice. And then here's one which is rather lovely by Debbie McMullen. She's made a flower out of we like doing that kind of thing, don't we? So that's the second one, which is the Dreambird.
Yeah.
And then the third one is the Lovebird. So this is a rather nice one. long leggy tail, lots of hearts in here, and it's got a softer border that I drew. Again, the leaves work really nicely. You've got some hearts and infills. Just a different feel, really. Jane Telford did a great job there. I like this kind of partial art. And then just brushing through.
Really shows the detail of the stencils, how fine they are and how they they work beautifully with colour.
Really nice. And this is a stamp. Is that yeah, that's a lovely stamp. And this is now Tina Morris.
It's the I'm Essential birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks bigger than
It
what I remember.
Yeah, same here. And this is our transfers. Yeah. And this is very pretty. So you see how you can go really dark on a stencil. You can use a stencil as a very subtle background, or you can go really vibrant, you know.
Yeah.
Stencils are great. This is another lovely one. It's embossed. I think this is Sonia Goodliff, and it's actually embedded. So it's been run through a machine. So it's got a lovely embossed effect.
Nice.
Top quality stencils. Right, and now we've got some lovely tags. Sarah Brennan, Debbie McMullin. Nice to use the stencil like that in the background.
Partial background, isn't it? And because you've got this mask for the stamps.
Yeah, great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is a lovely one, this is using that inside of the stamp, the negative.
Oh, right. Okay,
yeah,
the one that's black on the imagery.
Yeah, because it's like a paint palette. So you can use all different colours, but you can see how, if we come in a bit closer, you can see the image really easily now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's enough artwork, I think, for now.
Okie dokie.
And now we'll work on a demo.
Okay, super.
How's that sound?
Sounds perfect.
Because I think we need to put the stamps through their paces so you can see how they work, what the purpose of the masks is, how they work with the stencils, all those things.
Okay.
Good. 20 minutes. Not bad, Paul.
No.
In fact, there's even enough time to have a sip of my chamomile tea.
I don't trust my coffee on this table. I have to put it to one side.
I will too in a minute. And then we'll get started, all right?
It's lovely. Yeah.
Lovely. So you might notice that those bird stamps are very similar to those beautiful butterfly stamps that we did.
Do you want me to show a full screen of the butterflies?
Yeah, I really think that's a good idea.
Let me do that. So for those of you that join Barbie in the Shack on a regular basis, this is where it all sort of began back in the day.
Yes.
And you doodled these designs together. So we've got item number 21263. This is Barbara's Shack, Japanese flowers and butterflies, two-way overlay stamp, mask and stencil collection. Item number is 21263. You've got that same £10 saving, bringing it down to £59.72 plus your club discount. Then if you're into your groovy, we have the groovy plates, item number 42628. £29.99 plus club discount. We're good to go?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, there we go.
So I've mounted the stamps onto, let's pan out a little bit. I've mounted the stamps onto a 4x4 mega mount.
Which will all be on the show page.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is just ink up with a black archival. Let's take a look at what the stamps look like first. Oh, get rid of that fibre. Notice how I press in the center of the ink pad. Right, now I've been playing with the stamps, so I shouldn't have to one for test and one for best. It should be all right. And this is our premium card, 3.5 by 3.5. And I'm just going straight in the middle, put my palm down and press. And I should get a really good impression. Depends on the ink pad. During the course of the next couple of hours, we'll be using different ink pads and I'll show you how to work. But you can see how I'm just pressing to get a good impression. You can always burnish the back lightly because it sticks.
Okay.
It clings. There. There's a lovely impression.
Detail
so let's go in there and have a really good look at that. And you can see it's just a really nice, it's simple, isn't it? But it's classy.
I think the dots add a little bit more, rather because that could have just been open, couldn't it? But I think by having those little dots in there,
it adds some real interest, doesn't it?
Yes.
So if we pan out a little bit again, and I'll do another one. So I'll show you. Let's take, for example, let's take the Songbird. Actually, let me go with, I've got something else I want to show you. Let's take the Dreambird.
Okay.
Let's take her. And I'll stamp her up. I think it's just good that you see the image.
I mean, and these are nice for mini makes, aren't they?
Yeah,
because
that's
of the
right.
size of them.
Well, and I want to reduce the size. Let me show you a trick in a moment.
Okay.
So I'm just hovering now with the mega mount until I'm happy with the position. And I'm looking at the bird so that she's, rather than straight across, she's got a little bit more of an angle on her.
Okay.
So that's worth noting, that the bird is in the right way, you know. So just going to press on there like so. If you've got a stamp platform, happy days. Now let me show you a trick. I'm going to press on there like so. Right. So they're lovely. Let's take a look at this one. I think sometimes you've just got to see the artwork to understand how pretty it is. Yeah. And then I want to show you, let me take, for example, let me take that same one. Let's take that one.
Yeah.
Because there's a tendency to, if you were going to use it on stamp board, you stamp it on a large one. It's the automatic. You think, right, so you take a piece of stamp board and you go like that, and then you stamp it in the center.
Yeah.
Right. And it has to be bang in the center, which isn't that easy.
No.
And then you've got all this to think about. So I was thinking, because we've got a stamp board, haven't we?
We have indeed. Yes. We have selection boxes. We have them in individual shapes. And they're also available as individual packs.
So let's have a look on, you can introduce that.
Yep. Okay. So we've got our selection box, item number 31037. And within that selection box, you get the 4 different shapes. So you've got your hearts, your circles, your squares, and your triangles. But they're also available as the individual shapes as well. So you can go for 60 of the hearts, which is item number 31441. You can go for 60 pieces, 60 pieces of the triangles, item number 31400. Then if you want to go for your circles, item number 31439. Now you can buy, so you're going to get 20, 20 and 20 of the 3 different sizes, but we do have smaller packs where you're going to get 5, 5 and 5. So it's entirely up to you.
So you can see the point is that this is sitting on there and you've got the edge.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit, this is a little bit larger than the small one.
Yes.
So I want to show you a trick.
Okay.
Because if I wanted to stamp on here, let me show you. If I want to stamp on a piece of board like this, I had a play earlier, and you can see they look so nice when you stamp them onto, look on the back and on the front. They just look gorgeous.
It gives it a different, and it's not white, is it? It's that off-white color. Which
it's got that lovely cream. But how to get them in the center? So let me show you. This is an old printmaking technique, really.
Okay.
So, oh, that isn't.
Luckily, there was no ink involved.
So let me show you. If I'm going to put this one on here, let's say. So usually you ink up, then you pick this up, and then you drop that down. But the trouble is that the outside is quite busy. So it's quite difficult to see exactly to get it bang in the center.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's try a different trick. And then what we'll do is we'll see if this works. So what I need is I'm going to use a pair of tweezers just so I don't get totally inky.
Okay.
And then I think I'll go on the back, on the front. No, actually, I'll use the lovely one. I'll use that. This is the back now. There is no back and front to this, really.
No.
But let's have a look. So I'm just going to add some ink to this. And then when I'm happy, see, force a habit.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. A million times I've done that. Instead of doing it that way around, I'm going to take my board and press it onto the, this is an old stamp making trick, or printmaking trick. This is what people do. When you're doing lino cutting,
right,
you ink up the plate. This is now a stamping plate, if you like, or a printing plate. This is, and we're offering up the card or the paper to it, rather than the other way around. Normally, you could see my habit immediately. I went to pick it up.
Yeah.
So this is the opposite of what we do. What we're doing is we're putting the reason I'm doing that is so that because there's black around here, I don't want to get it on my hands.
Yes.
So I'm just protecting my hands, which is also a printmaking trick.
Okay.
So this hopefully is bang in the middle. So when I turn this over, you see, and I just release that from the printing plate now, it's bang in the middle,
Look
look.
at that.
Like properly, exactly in the middle. And I've still got a little bit of the edge, that really lovely edge around the outside, but it's absolutely bang in the middle.
And because you have got that, each of these 3 different stamp sets have that frame around the outside.
Yeah.
And as you say, it's quite so trying to get it in that right position is very difficult.
So now what you'd normally do is you'd ink this up and then you'd flip it over and stamp that on, and then you run the same place. So this time, this is what's cool about this is now I'm going to work on the back of this one.
Yeah.
But first of all, because I'm looking at both the printing plate, aka stamp, and this, this is going to be moved onto there like that.
Right. Okay.
So I can put the bird in the right position so that when she's on the back, she's also facing. So if I was going to try and make a window mobile, is where I'm headed here. I want to make something double-sided like this, then I want to make sure that the bird is in the right, not upside down, or you know,
in the wrong direction.
Exactly. And I'll show you in a minute how to get the lovely edging as well. This easy. So let's just show you that this is a real neat way to work, especially because it eliminates the outside. You know, it reduces the artwork radically.
And it's obvious now that you're showing us this way of doing it, it makes perfect sense because, as you say, because the stamp is bigger than the stamp board, you still want to maintain some of that frame.
Yeah.
And if you're just a millimeter off, you're going to get more of the frame at one side, or not a side, but in one part than you would in another part.
Exactly. So this way you just rub. Normally you'd have a printing press.
Right.
You are the printing press at this point.
But it's to apply the pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And by using this, of course, I'm not smearing the ink if this is potentially still wet.
Yeah.
Right. So then I'll just lift this off now. So I've got it on both sides now. And then I'll just,
steady. It's a runaway.
But it fits, it's perfect.
Look at that.
There you go. So you can see how you've got the exact outline. It's bang on. There we are. So that's that side and that's that side. So it works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then once you've got that and you've let it dry, you need to let it dry a little bit. The nice thing I find about stamp board, it's so nice to colour in.
Yeah.
It's just got a lovely soft surface, hasn't it?
It's sort of like absorbent, isn't it? Like compared to card.
So I took like just an orange polychromo, and you can see it's just beautiful to do. You know, I could take a green polychromo just to show you, and you can add the most. You don't have to worry about light and dark and shading. This is just very, just colours. Look, but it's so rich and oily. It's just beautiful. Isn't this nice?
Yeah.
So this is a nice colouring exercise. And then what you can do once you've decided how the colours work, let's say you keep colouring, the next thing I want to show you is, you see, you've got that edge. So you've got that one to colour in, you've got that one to colour in.
Yeah.
Now the edge, for example, if I were to take the orange pencil, let me take that orange pencil. The same, I'll take a clean bit of copy paper, I think. No, that'll do. This is just a piece like that. And what I'm going to do is just show you how you use the edge of the pencil.
Yeah.
And you just run it around the outside. Okay. So you just dig it into the, like so. And as you go round, it just picks up the edge. It's quite nice.
So what it's doing, you then know you've got the perfect colour because you've been using it to colour in with. Yeah.
And there's your edge. And if you want to go again, you can use Perga colours as well. That
Yeah.
works if you can find the right colour. But you can see how you can get the edge just nicely. And you could actually probably even save a bit of, do you know what I'm thinking? Because this is quite a waste of pigment.
Mm.
But if you just hold it like this and just run, you just got to make sure, that's a good, if you keep your finger there,
Yeah.
then you make sure that you don't.
Oh, it's like a buffer to stop the pencil slipping.
Do you see?
Yeah.
So I'm just keeping my nail on there. And that helps a lot because it doesn't, you save all that ink really. That pigment.
Yes.
But that's a really nice way. And then of course you can perforate this and make it into a mobile. If you've got like the
1 needle bowl.
I would, rather than punch a great big hole, I would want to do this quite delicately, Japan style.
I think it'd be a big hole in it would detract from it, wouldn't it?
But if I've got like a foam board like this.
So that's our A4 super foam.
Yeah. And if I see, and the thing is, because you've got all those dots everywhere, if I just go like that and just twizzle, it goes through. Just wait.
Goes through like butter, doesn't it?
Goes through like butter.
Yeah.
So then it's gone all the way through, and it's look, it's just another dot.
Yeah, if you
you'd
made
never
a
know
mistake
that
with
was
your
a hole.
No.
You know? So that's a really nice way to just, there you go, and it's in the right place there as well. Maybe
so you could use some nice invisible thread.
Yeah.
So if you're going to hang in the window or
how
something,
nice,
it just looks as if it's floating.
Yeah. And then you can float it like that. So anyway, just a nice idea for springtime, you know. So that was it. Back to the demo. I went off on a tangent there.
With the butterflies as well. So if you're going for the butterflies, you can repeat that process with the same design.
Absolutely, because these are exactly the same size.
Yes.
So that's a very good idea, actually. And the butterflies, we'll look at them later. They're lovely, aren't they?
Because you've got that, then you'd have that nice combination. So you've got 3 birds, you've got the 3 butterflies. So you'd have and it's all about flying.
Very nice. Yeah. So make a lovely mobile.
Yeah.
If you, very nice indeed.
Absolutely.
Now let me think, what am I doing at the moment? So I've done that. I've shown you how they stamp up.
Yeah.
I've shown you how to use them on a stamp board.
Yeah.
And now what I'm going to do is show you when you look at the stamp. So we've done the outline.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this later, but I want to show you the usefulness of all these little bits.
Okay.
Right. So what I'll do is I'll isolate the Songbird. Let's just take the Songbird because there are loads of leaves here, and I'd like to show you how they work.
Okay.
And I'm just going to use one ink pad.
Yeah.
So this is that'll do. Spiced marmalade. That's a good one. And obviously these are the stamps that fill in this. So it's this way round, if you like. So when you can see it's well laid out. This one is that one. So you just lay it out, decide that's that one. See how it overlaps exactly. Let me come over a little bit. That one sits on that one exactly, doesn't it? So I say what we'll do is we'll do the bird first.
Okay.
Let's colour the bird in, see if that works. Okay. So I need a mount for the bird. Okay.
So we have a lovely selection box of square mounts that comes with a complimentary free of charge sentiment mount.
And so what I'm doing is I need to offer it up. I need to be able to see. If I put it up here, I can't see it. No. So I need to be able to see it. So now I can see that that's there.
Yeah.
Right. So now I need to ink this up and pop that on there.
Okay.
And then we'll know whether it works.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just take my distress. This is a distress oxide. And I'll just ink up my distress oxide.
So we've got a number of mini distress oxide sets on the show page.
So I've inked up my distress oxide. I've got
so that's quite juicy, that
it is, isn't it? So I wonder what it will look like if I don't. Let me just try it over here. Look, I'm coming over, Paul. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Right. So I'll come over here and let's just see what it looks like if I don't do anything, just to see what the stamp looks like.
Yes.
Okay. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty good, actually.
Nice and vibrant.
Let's come in a bit close. Is that as close as I can come? Right. So we can see that, can't we?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now let's take this one. We'll put them next to each other. I'm working together on this one.
Okay.
So I've got a spot on sponge. I'm just laying this up. I won't move it. I'm going to humour me. Now you can see through that, can't you?
Yeah.
Right, add a little bit more. Don't want it to be so dark on the infill, let's say, right? This time, let's see if I just change use a spot on sponge just to spread it out a little bit, right? Let's have a look.
Diffuses it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Just
it
takes
does.
some of the moisture away.
So now I can hover over hopefully my head's not in the way.
You're all clear.
Right, and I'm going to look at the tail and the beak.
Okay.
And if I look at the tail and the beak, my eyesight is shot, you know.
We were talking about this earlier, weren't we, about going back to the opticians.
I've got to go back. I can't see a thing anymore. Isn't it? What's going on? Oh yeah, well that worked though. Yeah, but you can see how
It's a completely different colour.
Yeah, but it looks good. It still works.
Yeah,
But
it's amazing
well
just by using
a bit of spot on sponge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then what we'll do is we'll put the bird back. Now let's have a look. We'll start building up we're going to start building up the picture now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my stamp pens.
Okay.
My pink stamp pens.
Yes.
Right. And what I'll do is I'm literally going to go so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go like that, ink that one up. I might just use this as a little stopping place.
Yeah.
And then I will, let's have a look. I'll stamp that in there so I can see it. So now I'm building, right? So I'll go there, and then I'll use this same stamp pen. Hopefully my head's not in the way.
All clear.
See?
So you're doing a twofer, you're doing...
Yep.
Yeah.
And I wonder, just for the hell of it, let's just see. I wonder if I've got any more ink on the second generation, just to try it. I just want to see if I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've even got a little bit left on there.
So now you've got 3 different shades of that same orange.
So what I'm going to do now is just let you know that this is how it works. So now I'm going to take the next stamp, which is this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll pop that on there. I know where I want to go with it. So it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
So you go like that, then you use the spot on sponge. Then I'm going for 2 different pictures here. Look. So now I'm stamping without and with.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I'll go back in here and I'm twizzling. See, the great thing about the stamp pens is rather than move the artwork, I can move the actual pen. So I can see exactly where I'm placing it. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then while we're here, we might as well see if I can pop another one.
Building up a little background.
Building up a little banner or a little border or a panel. So then I've done that one. But you can see how once you get into the rhythm and you put it on there so you know which one it is, so you know that that's the right one, then you take your pen. I mean, you've got several pens. So you could, if you wanted to, you could... I didn't do that, did I? That's all right, though. You could just mount all the leaves. Don't have to worry about... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, have it all preloaded in your tool holder.
I'm just using the same one again and again just for... I don't know why I am, actually. But I am. Right, let's just check. So I'm again using this... Check out where it is. Offer it up so you know which one you're dealing with. Then use your stamp pen to pick it up and go in there, blot it a little bit. See, I love doing this. So you're building your own scene over here.
And it's a completely different look to the predefined black line art.
Yeah. So then I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to hover with the handle until I'm happy. And if you go off a little bit like that, it doesn't matter. It's like screen printing. And this is the point. If I wanted to, I could put some in the background. You see that what I said about you put stamps in the background as well. But less is more, really, you know. But you've got that option if you want a filler. So then this one is the last one there. But what's interesting is that you can take the stamp and use it as an infill, and you can use it to build your own. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So I could just keep going with this one and different greens
Big
and colours.
branch and,
I'm
yeah.
just using the same colour all the time, just to show you how the stamps sit inside each other. But they look so good, don't they?
Yeah. It's that instant colour block, isn't it? I mean,
Yep.
if you like doing your colouring with your pens and your pencils, that's brilliant. But if you're looking for instant block colour,
So
then,
look what I'm doing here. I'm not even worrying about that now.
yeah.
I'm just going in here, and I can just, because this isn't, I'm not dictated to here.
No.
So now I can take this stamp, this little tiny one, and I'm just going in there, and I can build up. I'm just using the same colour for speed. But you can imagine now all these little stamps, and because you know what you were saying about twizzling the,
Yeah.
so you can twizzle it, you can overlap them. They don't have to sit. Look, here we go. So you're getting different generations of ink now. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
And it's the same ink pad. All I'm doing is using the sponge now.
Because that's become your applicator where you was blotting.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And so once you get into this, you'll realise that there's so much room for play. This little set of stamps, these
Just on its own.
just that.
Yeah.
And whether you choose to use the outline or not, that's entirely up to you. So I wanted to kind of show you that little trick because I think it's worth knowing.
It's really nice because, I mean, again, you can just have one ink pad in one colour. And by doing the blotting and on the spot-on sponge, you're getting all these different variants on shade.
That was just one little distress.
And you've often, with the spot-on sponge, you've used it as your applicator by mixing several colours together as well. So if you wanted to get different colours on your leaves or your photo, when you look at what's on the other ones as well, you've got hearts on the other designs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's the same on all of them, isn't it?
But all I wanted to show is how you can use the parts with the stamp, the outline stamp, or without. And then let me show you, if you just take a grey pencil, I'll just show you this, and we can, you know exactly.
It looks completely different, doesn't it?
Yeah, if we just move that one to one side, we'll work forward on that one. We'll move forward. But you can see here, this one I've used the second generation of the ink from the sponge. This one, you can see what I've done. I blotted it beforehand, so it's a little lighter, isn't it? Which gave me a little bit more wiggle room to put some grey pencil work in. And you just put, see the little drop shadow?
Yeah.
But it makes it look very dimensional.
Yeah, as if it's coming off the page.
Yeah, now combine, this is your challenge at home, friends, combine that, and you've got yourself a really lovely scene.
Yeah.
Right? So there you go. That was the first demo to this level.
Yeah.
But then what I want to do now is just keep going with this one.
Okay.
So we've filled it in with the stamp.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look. We want to check the mask. The masks. So the masks come with them. Now let's say I want to color. I want to color in inside.
Yeah.
So if I want to do the outside, I've got this mask, right? So I'll cover this up, and it will cover up the whole thing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done. Circles are always a monkey to cut out, which is why it's really good to have the mask. Now, if we want to do the inside, then you get the other bit.
Yeah.
Now, let's just check. I've got another little trick I want to show you.
Okay.
So if I take this one, right, when they're new, they're a bit of a monkey to, they're very, especially this bit here. This is a bit fiddly. So we're just going to go round until it sits. It will find its place. You see?
Yeah.
There you go. Right, so that's that.
Okay.
And then I'll take some low tack masking tape just to cover up the other part of the artwork.
Yeah.
How are we doing for time? Not bad at all.
No, 1:45.
Right. Now, the thing is, though, what I'd really like to do is not colour in this bit. I'd like to protect that bit, but I haven't got the mask.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Right. So let's show you a trick. Okay. Dave went, are you seriously going to do this on live TV? He's so encouraging.
Seriously?
Yeah. He goes, you seriously going to do this on telly? I said, yes, I am. David.
Darling.
Right, so I'll take that bit. Now let me just find my scissors because they were here, not in there. Just let me find my, here they are.
Got 'em.
Yep. Okay, so what we want to do now is I'm going to cut this because in a minute I'll go, yeah, Dave was right. I want to cut this down the middle because it's too wide.
Okay.
So I'm just taking that length of masking tape and I'm cutting it down the middle so that it's easier. And then this is my way of making a mask. All right, let's take that off there. Okay, so now I want to wrap this around here.
Okay, but
Right.
it's a straight line.
Okay, so what we're going to do is make frills.
Ah.
Okay. Let me take that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. And you can see that I'm making frills along here. And while we're doing this, because this is like watching paint dry, let me tell you a story.
Once upon a time.
My mum, she's watching.
Hi, Hilma.
Hello, dear. When my brother was little, Stephen, he was a little bit of a tinker. He was he was. He was a handful. I was a really lovely child. But Steve was a bit of a challenge.
A boy.
Yeah, he was a boy.
He
He
was a
definitely
boy.
was a boy. So I remember my mum, I was 4 years, I still am actually 4 years older than Steve. And I remember he'd gone really quiet. He was upstairs in the house. Now my mum is German. So we had really nice net curtains, you know, like the Germans have, really nice. And mum she would spend weeks plaiting, like, you can't believe the effort the Germans go to. Like they take a card, and then I remember my mum used to do it. She fold it, sew it, take the next card, fold it. So the pleats were in the
okay.
So mum's gone to all this trouble. Okay, and she, anyway, Steve was gone quiet upstairs, and so my mum, Steven, right? So that means you're in the dog. Where are you and what are you doing? So he goes, come and have a look, Mum. And when she went in the bedroom, he took a pair of scissors and he goes, I've made frills in your curtains.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he had a bit of a thing about. I remember when he gave her rubber plant a haircut. He did all the leaves off. No, no. And then he stuffed, I'm sure it was the same phase of his life. He stuffed all the Hoover parts, the vacuum cleaner parts in the toilet. And he goes, they won't flush.
Didn't you do something to the wallpaper as well?
That was me.
Oh, that was you?
Oh, no, that was him.
He
did. My dad, he spent all that
Didn't
time.
He colour it in or something? Or...
And he spent ages. I'll tell you while I'm going around. So Dad had spent ages wallpaper in his room, and it had all little like boats, planes, cars, all that stuff. And Steve, and the first night he went in there, Dad was so chuffed because you know how you've got to make wallpaper line up. So Dad had done a great job of lining up all the wallpaper, and he spent the whole day doing it. And then he said, right, Steve, you can sleep in your new bedroom. In the morning, Dad went in to see if he'd enjoyed his first night in his new bedroom. And every single gap in the wallpaper where there wasn't a steam train or a locomotive or something, right? Steve had scribbled. He's got every gap in the wallpaper, right? Dad was like, what is this? And he goes, I can't remember. He goes, there were no planes or there were no motorbikes. So he'd drawn it. So he'd gone, completely obliterated the wallpaper. So for the duration of our stay in that house, Steve's room had those
frilly curtains.
The frilly curtains. Mum had the frilly curtains, the rubber plant with no leaves, and the
coloured in wallpaper.
And the coloured in wallpaper. Yeah.
Well done, Steve.
And while we're still on this one, right then, I remember I was a little Miss Goody Two Shoes. So it was Thanksgiving, like Harvest Festival.
Yeah.
And they were a bit older at this point, right? And I had a shoebox that I collected all the stuff, you know, like chocolate and just and things and biscuits and cakes to take to Harvest Thanksgiving Festival at school. Anyway, the night before, I got the box down, the shoe box, to count what I'd, what was ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I need a little bit more of a thrill. And it was bloody empty. Okay. All the chocolate was gone.
Mice in the house?
All the chocolate was gone. I went mad. Dad, look. Right. And so Dad came upstairs, and sure enough, everything was gone that was anything sweet, anything nice was gone. He left me the tin of Spam. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I was doing my biscuit. I'm just having a little look to see if that'll do there. Right. Look, see, it's quite pretty, isn't it?
Didn't take too long at all, did it?
So I was doing my biscuit because Steve, so we went into Steve's room, and he was in his bed, right? And the bedding was covered in chocolate. He was covered in chocolate, right? And Dad said, "Did you take Barbara's chocolate?" He went, "No, it wasn't me." He was covered in it. No, it wasn't me.
I was like, I think back in the day, I helped my mum paint all three of us helped my mum paint the bathroom when she was asleep.
What, she was asleep?
She was asleep, and she'd been decorating the bathroom, and it was the gloss time, and we painted all the walls with white gloss.
Oh no!
And she got up, because we got up early to help her while she was still asleep. I mean, we got up like 3 o'clock in the morning to paint the bathroom to help. Oh, no. And then she came down, and she wasn't happy, and she went, "Who did this?" And we're all standing there with paintbrush. It wasn't us. We were covered in gloss. White terps, we smelt of white terps for days, trying to get the white. It was in my hair when I had it. We were literally covered, but we was helping.
Well, all right, I don't want to be a topper, right? I don't want to be a topper. But I remember, talking about smells, I remember my mum, she went up in the bathroom, and all she could smell was Imac. Do you know what Imac is?
Is that like a waxing?
No, hair removal.
Hair removal, yeah.
And Steve would put it all... Yeah, it was coming out in handfuls. There's one way of being a skinhead.
Yeah, blimey.
Yeah, I know. So if you're thinking of having children, right, I've taken my moon.
Yeah, for your mini moon mask.
There you go. And I've got my frill.
So the frill, by cutting it like that, has allowed you to go round in a circular motion.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Rather than it buckling.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. So now I've got another little colour.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is just we don't need a lot. We just don't need much. But I'm going to take that sponge that I had before.
Yeah.
And just add a little bit to that area.
Okay.
To the flowers. Right? So just like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not adding any more. I'm just adding a little bit of something. Right, that'll do. I can always take a pencil and add a bit more, can't I?
Yeah.
Right, now I'm going to take my another spot-on sponge.
So these are your peacock feathers.
Peacock feathers, spot-on sponge.
So we've got them in pack like that, pack of 16, or you can get 4 packs for 64 packs, and they'll be on the show page.
Right, and now we're going to take our green.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, though, if I smear, I might catch my low-tack tape.
Yeah.
You know, but if I do this, I've got a lot more control. Okay, so. But because it's a spot-on sponge rather than a brush, in a minute we'll use a brush. But for this job, this is I've got so much more control, you see?
Well, it's because you're in that smaller area, aren't you?
Yeah.
With the brush, you'd probably struggle to do.
But I tell you what is really beautiful is if I go like this, if I add, I'm building up the green here,
Yeah.
Right, I'm off the page.
Mm.
But as I go over, I want to get a bit of green on the orange. Watch how I change the bird now. See? So I'm adding a
Oh,
little bit of
yeah.
shade with the background over the top now.
Mm.
So this is just a really nice, easy background builder, isn't it? Look. So I can come around there, I can put a little bit in there. And what I'm hoping is that when I do this, as I come round, look, a little bit of green on the leaves. So what happens is the orange makes it go a bit greeny.
Yeah.
So you're getting a different blend of colour now. So you can switch, you can do that. That's quite good too. Around the moon, so we get a little bit of a... When you do the moon, you want to make sure that you haven't put it over the top of one of the stamped images, because that doesn't track. It doesn't work,
No.
if you see what I mean. Right, so we've got that, and then I can just smooth that through, maybe on the back of his back, along here.
Wow. Yeah, you can see
how
the
it's
smoothness
changing?
of that. Yeah.
Right, and we got a little bit of white in the centre. Because can I just say, you don't really want to take all this off and then decide you haven't done enough. Right, now
you
let's
can
have
tell
a
someone
look.
a story while you're doing it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
Sunday afternoon.
absolutely.
Oh, I could write a book.
I know you can.
Right, now
I've
let's
heard some of
see.
those stories. Are they printable though?
So look how white that is, though. See?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? I love this. Now, thing is, I've done that.
Yeah.
Take that off there now, and we'll
So
take
it's just
that
as well
off
that was
there.
covered with your low tack tape. Otherwise, you would
That
have
would
had
have
a
been
blue
covered in
edge.
blue.
Yeah.
So we're just building. So it's where do you want to stop? So let's just take this off here now, right? And at every point you could say, oh, that'll do.
Mm.
You know, it would have been fine just with the orange.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Let me just put that up there, and I just want to replace this on its home base. Yeah. So that would be nice, just like that. But if I wanted to do the background as well, I'm just building. You don't have to, but let's just say the whole object of this exercise is to show you how the masks work.
Yeah.
So now I've covered up the round is round. It doesn't have to be in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we put that on there. Couldn't have got that anyway. Right. Let's
No
try and
one
at
saw it,
least
did they?
put it in the right place. There you go, like that. That's good enough. Right. So we got the same colours, let's say.
Yeah.
On our brushes now.
Item number 30006.
So now I'm going to use the light one first, because otherwise it will contaminate. And let's just say I'm going to go across like that with the yellow.
Okay.
And I'm dry brushing because I haven't added anything, have I?
No.
But if it's a little bit weak. So we'll just add a little bit like so. These brushes are great. Right. So if we go in there now, we can just switch that way and that way. Right, here we go. So a bit of yellow there, maybe a little bit of yellow there. Because you've already established that if you do yellow and peacock feathers, you get lovely greens if you overlap them.
Yeah.
So that'll do like so. The longer you go, the darker it will get.
Yeah.
Now, see what we've got on the turquoise, on the teal. Maybe we need a bit more. Let's have a look. You don't want it to be too dark. It's only a background. Yeah. If you overlap it, see if I hold it down a bit further, it will overlap a bit and you'll get a different, see the green coming?
Yeah.
Let's try a bit more just to see if we can change it up. See what happens if we add a little bit more. So in we go. It's quite a big brush for this little piece of artwork. That's why it's quite good when you have 4 in the pack.
Yeah, you've got the 4 different sizes. And you always keep one for yellow.
Yeah.
And you started keeping a separate set from your oxides to your normal dye-based ink pads, haven't you?
I have. Yeah. So I'm just going to wipe this now, and then we'll see what we've got. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can see, look, when you blend them, you get a nice green.
Yeah.
So let's just take this off, and let's see. Yeah, see the blue?
That's really white, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to show you, how I know my little frills were a bit, I know,
well, it
Dave.
was worth it.
Yeah.
I think sometimes if you take the time to pay attention to the little detail, it can pay off.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that really acts as a highlight, that little frame now. And the point is, of course, that you can do this to any of the stamps.
Yeah.
any of them, and even the one, I think a couple of the butterfly ones have
Butterflies
got
are-
those
yeah.
as well, right? So that's the end of that demo.
Right. Okay.
Right, so lots of tricks and tips, but it's just showing you basically how the masks work.
Yeah.
How the infill stamps
Work.
how you can make frills to go round curves.
And it's the instant color as well. So because you've got that infill to give the block color, but if you still want to use your pens or your pencils to color it, to have the two-way overlay and to have the different options available, I think really shows how versatile the concept is, because it's more than one stamp, even though it's the same design. And
if we have a look at the 3 different designs, you can see here, oh, that's the same one again. We'll take, there it is. Right, so you've got your 3 different designs, and you can imagine this would look really pretty applied to any of these. Same principle, all the same. Yeah.
Nice little pictures frames.
Nice,
as well. Yeah.
Lovely little mini makes.
Perfect for that.
This is a couple of little notelets by Sarah Brennan. You can see here. She's just stamped and coloured. Oh, these are the same principle, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you could just make a little 4x4 like that, and it's job's done, isn't it?
Yeah, really is. And it's worth mentioning, maybe
pretty.
you're tuning in for the first time since Friday, but we've renamed our stencil card, haven't we?
This is the 3.5 by 3.5 premium
card. So if you're going on the website, maybe previously in the past you've bought our stencil card and then you're searching for it and nothing's coming up because this new product's coming up. What Barb decided was
you
that...
talk, I'm going to clean up, ready for the next demo.
So basically, I'm going to bring in the card. Hang on, let me just show you. We'll bring in, I'll do it on the overhead. There we go. So this used to be called 7x7 stencil card. It's exactly the same card, but we decided to call it premium card, so that if something's called stencil card, you think, well, I'm not into stencils, I'm not going to buy it. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are looking for the stencil card, it has a new name, which is premium card. And that's for all of our cardstock. So whether you're going for your 3.5 by 3.5, then it's called premium card now. And it's available, you can get 200 or you can get 100. So it's entirely up to you. But just in case, and so we have obviously let the girls on the phones know. So if anyone rings up, say, oh, we can't find the stencil card, it's called premium card.
Okay.
So we good with that?
Yeah, I think I'll bypass that one.
Okay.
And go to this one.
Super.
We can come back to that one.
Yeah, of course we can.
Just, it's live.
Of course it is.
But I think what we'll do is I'll show you this, because I'd like to show you how to use the stencils. There's a nice, clever little twist now with the new stencils.
Yes.
And we have introduced this to the stencils that were in the butterflies as well. Yeah. So should I take my stamps?
That, yeah, because you'll be looking for them in a minute.
Right, let's have a look at this card, and we'll just dissect it, and then we'll take a closer look at it.
Okay.
So this is all one layer.
Yeah.
We can see here, you can clearly see the stencil in the background, the circle, they're built to fit, right? But you can also see, well, I'll show you. So this is then, what I've done is I've taken one of the colours and I've toned down the snow white card. So you can see our snow, and you'll see that this is quite creamy compared to the outside.
I thought it was stuck on.
No, I'll show you a trick.
Okay.
So that helps with the stencil. This is where the new stencil idea comes into play. So we're just going to show you. And for a change, I'm using, let me just come in a bit closer so you can see this. You'll see it's not a black ink pad. It's using an archival, a different color.
Okay.
So I did some experimenting. Look, tea rose. I tried different colors, sienna, sepia, oxide. This was crackling campfire. I wanted to see. So this is a really good idea to kind of try out, so you know.
It's nice that you could have, if you go for the card with the hole in it, You could take a stamp,
Swatches.
yeah, the swatches, and you could do that, couldn't you, with all your different colour ink pads?
Yep. So obviously I decided to go for sienna.
Mm.
What I wanted to say was though, because I used water to fill it, to colour it in.
Right.
I use watercolour. Then this isn't a great option because the distress oxide is water soluble, so it would bleed.
Yes.
So what I have used, these three, that's the difference. Sepia, sienna, tea rose. All three of those are what we call archival ink pads, which are permanent.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
The same as that black one that I'm always using.
Yes.
Right. Whereas the ones that we just used with the brushes, the little distress oxide, that will move with water. I can flick water at it.
Yeah.
And going back to that premium card, you could take water easily too. So that's
and
great.
Paint.
Yeah, and paint. Right. So let's take a look because we'll get started. How this works. So first of all, premium card. Let's take a piece of that.
Okay.
And now let's
7x7.
Look at the stencils. This is enter the stencils. So the stencil now comes with this, and it comes almost, you want to call it a stencil mate.
Yes.
Right. And it also comes with a bit, this is another mask. So now it's like a wheel, and this is protecting that side, that part of it. This is holding this in place while you're working.
Yeah.
However, if you do jelly plate stuff, this is ideal.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, like this
it's
is
frameless,
brilliant.
isn't it? Sort of, it hasn't got that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Right. But you've also got that as well. So
that looks quite good, just like that.
Yeah, very retro.
Double embedders.
Yeah, they are all embedders.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, now I take this one. This is my outside one. And this in itself is a huge framing stencil, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take my low tack tape again, and I'm just going to make a hinge frame on here. So let's take a look at this. Paul, well, I tell you what I was going to suggest as well. Maybe we could have a look at the butterfly stencils because we've changed them.
We have indeed. So if I bring up on the full screen graphics, so we can see here, this was Barb Shack circular decorative frames. This is Beauty, Love and Peace 7x7 stencil collection. So this is in the new format as Barb's showing us, where you've now got 3 parts rather than the 2 parts. Item number is 00964. They are all available individually, but we've got that complete collection. Maybe you're looking to update your original stencils, or you can't find your original stencils, then we've got those on the show page for you as well.
Good.
There we go.
So back to basics. So I've got that.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to pop that in there. So that's going to hold that in place.
Okay.
And then that's going to sit in there to protect. That's going to sit in there to protect that, right?
Yes.
That's how this is going to work. But before I do any of that, I'm going to change the background color.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So the background is a different color all the way through.
That creamy color.
The creamy color.
Yeah.
So the trick there is to, before you even start with that, you put the base color down.
Right. So it's like your undercoat.
And once again, you know, what I wanted to say is that this works with all the stencils. So I want to do me a favor. Let's have a look at the 3 different designs. So I'm looking at this one, which is the one that comes obviously with this Lovebird, Dreambird,
yeah.
Right? So I've got this one with the infill.
Yeah.
Let's just do this. 0117
available individually.
Then we've got
goes with your Songbird.
The Songbird.
01118.
And then the Love one, because it's got hearts on it.
01116.
But they've all been designed now as a floppy bit inside in the middle, which is, so this piece here, it's like getting 2 stencils really. And like you say, it's an embedder, as is the middle bit.
Yes.
So you can emboss them as well beautifully.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, so we've got those 3. And then what we've done is that those are the 3 new ones. And now we've got the 3 existing ones. So let's start with this one. These come with the butterfly designs.
They're all available separately. So you've got your Peace, Love, and so let me just grab these.
Let's just have a look at the stamps
on these ones so we know.
Yeah. So you see which one goes with what. So this one here
goes with Love.
With Love. Now these are exquisite stamps as well. So I know that before we start on the stencil demo, let me show you this. This stencil goes with these artworks.
Yeah.
And this is this particular butterfly set is gorgeous. And you can see here, Jazz has done a fantastic cover sheet. So if we take a look at it as a stamp set, you've got the positive and the negative. That sits on, that's lovely on its own. These are all inlays. And then you've got that lovely Japanese writing as well.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, even though it's Japan month, the birds and the butterflies, are they actually Japanese?
Not really. I mean, it's by adding one of those symbols makes it Japanese.
That's right.
It?
As soon as you add one of these kanji words or symbols, then it completely transforms it.
Yeah.
If you just look at one of these pieces of artwork, as soon as you add one of these symbols, which we've got plenty of these sets.
So that doesn't look Japanese?
No, Japanese.
Japanese because you've added the symbol.
And you'll find that we'll take a look at the symbols later, but it's quite something. It's transformational, really, isn't it? So these stamps are beautiful. Come with the masks, like the birds. This one is Love 11670, and it comes with that stencil.
They come separately. They don't come as a pair.
Okay, they come separately, but they work together.
They work together. Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got this stencil, which is
that one is
Peace.
Peace.
So this is this butterfly. It's like a lotus flower, lotus blossom, and this has got butterflies again on it. So it's a lovely collection actually. And if you look at the stamps, you'll see here 11671. Very nice.
So we've got the full collection on the screen if you want to go for that. We will break it down in a moment.
Yeah.
And then finally...
And then the third stencil is this one.
Which is Your Beauty.
Favourite, me favourite. So this one, I love this butterfly, even if I say so myself. So this is... but you can see, if I offer up this artwork with this artwork, you can see that I drew them both.
Yes.
It's the same style. It's almost like a William Morris kind of style. What makes it Japanese is...
Well, I think at the time when you was doodling in the shack, you was going through that Japanese phase, wasn't you?
Yeah, still doing it.
Bucket list, isn't it?
It is.
For you and Dave to go and visit.
But you can see here, there we have one of those lovely signs again.
Yeah.
And then it fits perfectly. So everything that you're looking at here, whether it's butterflies or birds, all the techniques and tricks and tips I'm showing you, they're all interchangeable. And these old stencils, previous stencils, now also have been upgraded, like you said.
They have indeed. Yeah.
So
there we go. So the original stencils in the new format are on your screen at 00964.
Right, antique linen. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
So the clue's in the name, really. Antique linen, great colour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we've got these in larger size as well.
Sure we do. We can check those out on the website.
Right, and all I'm going to do is just use the brush to just add a little bit of colour around the outside. Just go round and round the garden.
Like a teddy bear.
And it works really well, okay? And you'll see when you take this away, you can see there's a difference.
Yeah.
And the longer you carry on doing this, the thing about the antique linen is it's very subtle, but it just takes the edge off the card colour. So if you got white card blanks, and you don't want them to be white, you see how it just changes it a little bit?
Just takes it off.
Just takes the edge off, makes it cream or ivory.
Yeah, because I thought that centerpiece was a separate piece of card.
No. So now we've got that.
Yeah.
And then we've got now this is going to sit in here.
Okay.
I want to know why this is lifting up. Just bear with me a second. It's just, I've got it a bit too tight maybe on there. Okay, that'll do. Right, it's all right because I've got to show you another trick anyway. So now I've popped that in there like so.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pop this in there because now we're going to get the colour going.
Okay.
But we need low tack tape to hold it all in place while we're working.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with, I'm just going to take this colour Just going to take some low tack tape and hold all the stencils in place like that, straight across this. Okay.
Right.
So we've got our base colour down.
Yeah.
See, it didn't sit properly. Bear with me a second. And let me just get this right. I just want to get it right. So it's sitting in the opening. It's like a stencil mate, isn't it? Excuse my head, but it needs to be right, otherwise it won't work. Right, so we'll do that. Pop that in there like so. That's better. That's it. You don't want it underneath, tucked underneath, it won't work. Right, so that will hold it in place while I'm working on that side.
Ah, I see.
Yeah?
I wondered how, yeah, because having the 3 parts to it now.
So now I'm going to take my crackling campfire.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm going to use that colour, and I'll see how much ink I've got on there to start with, and I'm going round the outside with this colour, and then the blue on the inside. This is protecting the centre.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to come round here now, and what's nice is as you go round, you get a little tiny bit goes in here. A little tiny bit of ink, so you get a really thin...
Which gives the illusion
of a three-dimensional. It's like a drop shadow.
Yeah.
Right, so you don't want to come right up to here because you'll get a stripe.
Yeah.
So you're just going to keep going around the outside, right? And then when you get to... The longer you do it, the darker it will get.
You can see it starting to build up. Yeah.
So we'll go to a different... Get a bit more. And you'll see, as you do this, it's quite dark, isn't it?
Mm.
So you just build up like that. Stay on the outside. Quite a lot of the design team submitted samples using this technique.
Mm.
So I thought it was worth visiting. But you'll see I'm leaving this here.
Yes.
I'm leaving that open, right? So let's see what we get. Yeah. Right, so we've got that colour.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And then I can take my tissue or my spot-on sponge, depending on where I want to go with this, and I can bring in the colours like so. Right, I can clean off that stencil a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, just bring in the colours a bit to crispen up. If you want to crispen the edges, then you just twist like that. So it's you'll find if you do this, you'll get a crisper image.
Yeah.
Because you're pushing the ink
into the areas
into the area,
brush is just dusting over it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So because it's a thick stencil, this is what gives you that. Right. So that's worth knowing that if it looks a little bit cloudy or fuzzy, then this is a way to crispen it up.
Okay.
Right? So once you've done that, then the other side. Now you could go blue now or do the whole thing.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Me, I prefer to go one colour and then go again.
Right. Okay.
But it's entirely up to you might want to do all the blues, see what you get. But I'm gonna do this. I'm going to put another piece of masking tape down.
So when you remove the other one, it doesn't shift.
So now that stays in exactly the same place.
Yeah.
So I can use that again in a minute, but for now it works.
That's a good tip. Yeah.
Right. So now we're going to go again. And this time round we go again. But what's great is having this outer edge because one, it gave you the frame for the old paper layer, the undercoat.
Yeah, because on the previous designs, with the circular one, you wouldn't have been able to have done that, would you?
No,
because it was a solid piece.
Yeah. With
the stencil, the only secondary part was the circle in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm speeding through this. I spent a little bit longer on this yesterday when I was preparing because I was enjoying the actual journey. I think that's got quite a lot to do with Japan month this month.
And this is also for our friends, if they're looking to put one of the products of the month into their basket to get double points. The heart stencils is the same basis as this, isn't it? So you've got your outer aperture, and then you've got your heart that
exactly.
Out.
It's exactly the same principle.
Yeah. I mean, that's where it was sort of like introduced on Friday when we launched it, this sort of concept.
Yeah. So if you want to just show that off,
yeah,
you can see here, it's the same thing again. this is the inside and this is the mate.
Yes.
So we're developing this idea with stencil mates, but the outer shapes are great for embedding,
Yeah.
and also for getting that underlay, you know, that
Mexican.
undercoat. Yeah.
The Mexican.
Handmade. Yeah. So again, if we want to sharpen it up, just twist.
That really does make a difference. When I've done something like this in the past with the brushes, and you lift it off and it looks fuzzy edge.
Yes.
And you think, well, where have I gone wrong?
That's right.
So the spot on sponges are really key for that.
Now this time, let's combine this color. These are the two colors that I use. Let's see, right? So I'm going to use a new brush.
Yeah.
And I'm using Uncharted Mariner now.
Okay.
But it's all on the inside.
Yes.
But what happens is when you use the blue over the top, let's have a look. The blue will change the color of the red.
Yeah.
Oh, brushes. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so I'm going to hold this in place as well, and then I'm going to sweep through. So now I'm adding color around the inside.
Yeah.
So what will happen is, so lots of different tricks. If you want to use these brushes, you can sweep outwards. You can sweep across. If you sweep across, you're going to get a drop shadow.
Yeah.
If you sweep back and forth in the same way, you'll get a solid wall, because then you're not, if you keep going in the same direction, it will keep catching on that side.
Same.
Yeah. But if you go back in the other direction, then it will change color.
Give you full coverage.
If you hold it down the bottom,
yeah,
you'll get more, you're splaying it, you'll get more coverage. If you sweep over, I'm deliberately going over the top of the other color a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to tone down that bright orange, right? So I don't want it to be so bright. Now let's have a look. So now I've done that. So now I need my sponge. How are we doing, friends? Are you enjoying yourselves?
I think so. We've got many friends in the room.
But you see, all I'm doing now is just tightening this up, and then we'll see where we go. Hopefully this is going to work.
I'm sure.
After all this.
It looks, from here in the studio, it looks if you've spilt some paprika or something, that powder all over. So
now you do that, and now you take this off, and you lift this one off, and now we're ready to go on the other side with
That's
the glue.
because I was wondering how it was all going to be held in place. So it's like doing it in two parts, isn't it?
So you do it in two parts, and the thing is, if it seeps in, that's what you want, because that's what gives you the depth,
the illusion.
Yeah. So let's just see what we've got now, and you can see how this is not as dark. I'm almost tempted to stop so we can see what it looks like if you don't add as much, but then it will look weird when I finish the work, you know?
Yeah.
So then it won't look like a piece of artwork. But you can see, so you've got to look at the depth.
Yeah.
But, do you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll put it to the top. Then it's the lighter part, if you know what I mean. Should we have a look? Let's see. So I've got that. It's not as dark as the bottom bit, but it should be fine. And the thing is, if you do open it up and have a look, you want to inspect, that's all right, because you can always, you'll be able to reposition it. It goes back in.
Yeah. Really
easily. I'll show you what I mean. If I take this all off now, like that, if this moves around.
Oh, look at that. I like that.
Trippy.
Yeah.
But it's really easy to relocate. Look. It's dead easy.
Yes.
As soon as the white's gone, you know you're in place.
Yeah.
If you've got a bit of white showing, then you know it's not so good. So let's see what we've got. This kind of ink also that we've used is easy to wash off, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's water-based.
Yeah. So let's take this one off and see. So we've got a lovely, clean, protected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Make sure your fingers are nice and clean.
Yeah, I might have to go and wash my hands before we carry on. So then we'll take this one off, and we've got that lovely edge. Do you see that edge?
Yes.
That's even better than the other one.
That's what
what I'm after.
Yeah.
And I've got a little tiny bit of blue edge there as well. Yeah. And if I still wanted to add a little bit of what's it called?
Antique linen.
Antique linen or old paper, I can still go in and go over the top. That doesn't, see? Add a
Wow.
little bit of depth there. So this is a really nice, and the thing is, once you work out how that stencil idea, using the mate
Yes.
to get that undercoat, and then using these on the inside, this is great.
It is. And so now you've got the 3 new designs, plus you've also got the previous designs, the Love, Beauty and Hope, or Love, Beauty and Peace from the Butterfly collection as well.
And if you wanted to, because these are the same size for the stencils,
yes,
if you wanted to take one of these and use it for paint, you wanted to take one of these and use it for this purpose, you wanted to take one of these and use it for an embedder. In case you're thinking, well, I don't need 3 of them. Well, yes, you do. Because if you're using acrylic paint on stencils, it's brilliant if you can just, this one is for my ink. Yes. This one is for my acrylic paint. I'm not talking about the centres. I'm talking about the outside bits.
Yeah.
And really the embedder is great for an embedder as well.
Yeah.
So there you go. Right.
But this is magical. Because when you sent me the picture, I thought, oh, that you've cut that out and just edged it.
No, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now we've got that. So let's go back. So the next thing we need to do is plant the center, you know, and we've got that nicely done.
Yeah.
Now we're going to plant the center. So I need my Dreambird. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Dreambird's going to sit in there like so. I'm going to eyeball this, friends.
Now this would also be nice on the stamp board, that idea that you came up with as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, not in the black.
No,
but in that.
But look
at that.
Yeah,
because
it's raised.
It's raised. Plus now you've got a wider frame on the inner part.
Yeah, and you haven't got a risk.
No, exactly.
So now I've got my patch. If this doesn't work, I could just stick that on it.
Yeah, I mean, that was what I think. I've done all that lovely work with the
stencil. Yeah.
And then I think, oh no, goodness me, what if I go wrong with the stamping?
Yeah, so this is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
And it's that same colour tone as well,
I think I'll stop right there.
And it's two-sided as well.
Yeah, so if you screw that one out, you know, it's done. But see, look how nice does that look?
Yeah.
So well done, Paul, because now I've got my centerpieces for all these.
And it's not, because you've
used, isn't it?
Yeah, that antique linen in the background.
Yeah,
it doesn't look odd. Yeah.
No. Very good.
That's your butterfly.
That's me butterfly. So what I'll do is just to show you the idea for colouring in. Like if we take this one, what I did was I used the ink for the background to paint in.
Okay.
So I'll carry on with this, but I think that's actually a better solution, to be honest.
Not necessarily a better solution, it's just another solution, isn't it?
I like that one. Right, so now I'm going to go with my sepia.
Yeah.
But I'll test it first.
Yes.
Because I've had lots of black on this. So I want to see what I'm going to get. I'm using, you know, we were talking about the archival ink pads.
Yeah.
And about, we were talking about the fact that we always go to black, to black, to black, to black.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there are some beautiful colours that, you know, that aren't black. And it's worth kind of taking a look and maybe investing in a couple of, you know, these new, like the coffee, and then there are some really lovely light ones as well.
Pebble Beach is the light one. Then
I love that one.
Shadow Grey.
Yeah.
And
there was some
there was
fantastic
a really nice colour you used on Friday. Was it the Cheeky Beach or something?
That's lovely, isn't it?
Nice.
Now I wonder. So now let me. I'm gonna do this. This one's sepia.
Yeah.
And now I've got sienna.
Right. Okay.
Right. And I reckon that a combination of sienna and sepia is the one I'm after. So I've got a bit.
Right. I see. Because it reactivates itself, doesn't it? And I'm
just going to do it now.
That probably had some of the black.
Yeah. So now I'm going to do this. In for a penny, in for a pound. And I'm just going to hover with my handle in my 4x4 mega mount until I'm happy with the position. And then I'm going down. Right. That'll do.
Going down.
Right. And now I've done a mixture of sienna and was that sepia? Yeah. Because this isn't dark brown, but it, you know, let's see what we get anyway. We want something. This is where you go, I don't believe it. No, you go, oh, thank heavens for these. Don't you? Ta-da! Doesn't that look lovely?
See, even without any colour
Yeah.
at all, it's got the focus around the outside.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that was, see, and it's not as dark. It's taken the edge off it.
And also, because you've stamped onto, you've got that undercoat on as well.
Yeah, it softens it.
It softens it as well.
But I want to show you, because then you're like looking for your pencils, trying to work out. So I'm going to go in with, what did I do? I went for the blue, just a little tiny bit of blue. I just want to start it so you understand how it works. Okay. Now, where did I put? There it is. Right. So I don't need lots.
Yeah.
So I have a tendency to overcook this. That'll do. But if you, and what you want to do when you've got this is test it. So you test your ink, didn't you? So now you've got your tester, so you know what it's going to look like. And now let me show you. So water brushes, we've got these, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll be on the website. Let me see what I've got in my little stash.
So these are marvelous. Absolutely. I tell you what blows me away is the price that we're able to do them at, because actually these water brushes, you take a walk down the NECRT aisle.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe the prices.
I've got them, but we haven't got any codes on them. We've dismantled them because you've got the long barrel and the short barrel. But they've got the tips in 3 different sizes.
So, right, let's have a quick look. Why? There they are.
Yeah, I haven't got any product codes on them.
Oh, don't worry about that.
So
you've got large watercolor brush pens.
Yeah, the large barrel.
So they are, if you have a look, they've got they're long like that.
Yeah.
But each one's got different heads as well, different brush tips. So you've got small, medium, and large. Right. So you've got 3 different, you've got these, then you've got the same in small as well.
Yeah, which is what you've got in your hand.
I've got,
they're the short ones.
These are the short ones, and these are the tall ones.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is each of them come with different size, small, medium, and large nibs as well. And Grace will give you the price.
It's a silly price.
It's a silly price. And then you put the lid on there, and it's just perfectly ergonomic. What I love about them is that they don't flood. I mean, I use them like this, right, to colour in, but they don't gush out.
No, they don't bleed, do they?
No. So let me show you. If I want to paint this now, watercolor painting, let me start over here, right? And what I'm doing is I'm just taking this is water. This is just the coloured water, really. But that's all I want. I don't want it too dark. See? So if I go in with that colour, all I've done is just literally coloured the water. But then if you do that, look, I'll show you. So you can go in, and it's like doing in watercolour speak, it's like putting in a glaze. So what you're doing is you're adding the water first, but I'm actually giving it a little bit of a stain so that you can see where I'm putting it. Yeah. And then once you've done that, if you want to add a bit of depth, pick up a bit more colour, then you can go in and you can add the colour afterwards. See, and once you've added a bit of water, it glides really nicely. So you don't have to, see how it just pulls through and it doesn't, and you get a really nice glide. So you don't get patches.
Yeah.
And it actually looks like watercolour. You see what I mean? As opposed to if you go straight in and you don't put down the watery glaze first, then it tends to stain and you get like blocks.
And it's harder to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for example, if I want to do the bird now, I'm going to go into the water. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not even going to do that. That's going to be my somebody's birthday card this month. Right. So let's say for the bird, I'm going into the colour there, which is not colour, water. And then I'm just going to pop water down in this area here. Let's just add a bit of stain to it so
And
you
because
can
you've
actually
used
see
the
it.
archival to stamp with, that's not moving the
No.
imagery.
No, I'm just going to add a bit of blue to the water so you can actually see what I'm doing. There you go. So actually, you know, you may say, oh, that's all I want. I don't want it to be darker than that. You might like it like that. And then the other thing is, so you go in there, do a little tiny bit of blue. So you're putting your colours in where you want to, see? You may say, I don't actually want to add any more colour to that. That'll do.
Yeah.
But you can see how you can just pull it down and get shade. And it looks really pretty. Look. And then if you want to add a little bit, say under here, like shading. You see this all right?
Yeah.
So I can come in here and I can just add a little bit of shadow around there like that and pull that out. And because of the underglaze, it doesn't patch. Do you see?
Yeah, it's not going blotty, is it?
No, no. And that's our premium cardstock.
Yeah.
And if it gets too wet and you think, oh, it's then you just blot it with a tissue.
Clean tissue.
Yeah. And when you let it dry, then you can go back in. You can reinforce this with pencils if you want to. There you go. But it's a really nice way to go.
Yeah.
So that was the scrap. And
That
then
was
I'm
your
just going to do
tester,
that
wasn't
on
it?
there.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up with that.
Nice.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's really lovely. And it's nice. Again, it shows off the quality of the cardstock, the
Yeah.
premium cardstock, and the detail on the stamps as well.
Yeah, but it also, you know, one of the biggest things is getting colours that fit.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're using the same ink pad that you used through the stencil to paint with,
Yes.
then this is a good investment.
It is, and that's what we were talking about when you were colouring in on the stamp board and then using the pencil to edge, because you've used those same colours within it. It brings it all together.
Now, what do you do this in parchment? You use this in dry brushing,
I
don't
use
you?
it dry.
That was your idea, wasn't it? You came up with this one.
I came up with the Perga pens, because some of them are quite vibrant, aren't they? And quite
and
quite
the
bold.
Perga colours too. But you can dilute them with water.
You can, but parchment doesn't really like water, does it? So I thought, well, we've got the Pergamano #2 brush, but to me it was too fine.
Yeah.
So what I did was I thought, I scribbled it out and thought, I wonder if I can use a dry water brush, no water. And I picked, and it was a lovely application. And it just gives you a really nice colour tone when you're putting it on your parchment, and you can build up the shades as well.
So do you put it on here?
Scribble it out onto your mix mat as normal, and then just use a dry brush. My brushes have never had any water in them, so I've got a set that have never had any water in. I mean, if I put water in and let it completely dry, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
And then all I'm doing is just using it like a paintbrush, but because these, for me, sit more comfortably in my hand.
Stamp penish.
Yeah, and because you've got the 3 different size nibs in there as well for the coverage. And I can go back in and pick it up and build the cover up and everything, and it just works really well.
I am listening.
So that's what I use the water brushes for, but without the water.
I knew that you used it a lot for something.
Yeah,
we...
and on the parchment, because I found I got a better coverage with the pens. Because sometimes, especially with the darker colours on parchment, because there's no absorbency, it can be a bit blotchy.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So,
and when they're dark, they do look patchy, don't they?
We found that back in the day when we first started doing parchment craft.
You could only use about 3 of the colours.
We used to use the Tim Holtz distress markers.
Do you remember? We were buying them in by the hundred. Yeah. All the traditional parts. Do you remember they were really kind of...
Yeah. Can't use those. It's not Perga colour palette.
But then we sold hundreds of them
because it was a different colour palette, wasn't it?
Because it was so easy to use.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to show you a little finishing trick.
Yeah.
So we've got our, because I was looking at this and I thought, okay, let's pan out a little bit, right? And then I thought, yes, I like, right? And then I found a companion paper. We're going to say a bit more about companion paper in a minute, right? So I made it like 1/4 of an inch bigger.
Yeah.
So that way it's a tiny sliver of the colour that I want to, but you need it.
Yeah.
Because, see, I could use an embedder. Of course I could.
Which could.
Right. I could put the embedder on and then, but this is going to be an even bigger card.
Be 12 by 12 by the time we finished.
And I've got a really nice card in a minute I'm going to show you.
Okay.
But that's not it yet.
Yeah.
So what I want to do though is I want to use another trick, another thing that we've got in our arsenal,
Yeah.
right?
Our brads.
Our brads.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought, right, but you can't put this straight on the card blank, otherwise you're going to get the legs showing, so to speak.
Don't want to show your legs.
You don't want to show your legs off. No, I've reached that age where I don't want to show my legs off. But if I pop that on there, and then I've got super foam underneath, right? This is, most people that are watching know this. But you always know there's someone that's new to the fold.
Absolutely.
And this is just a really great way. So what I'm going to use is a #1 bold.
Yes.
Emboss it, like perforating tool. A super foam underneath. And then I need, right, and I couldn't find my little, you know that little...
The little pots that we out of stock of.
Oh, okay. Right, help me out, Paul.
Okay.
Make yourself useful. I need 4 little copper ones because they are the colour that are brilliant. I've got 3.
There's one.
Yeah, I just need 1 more. Okay, because it's the coppery coloured ones. We haven't sold out of them, have we?
No, I think we've still got those.
Listen, you can have my stash. Look how many I've got.
You might have a hole in your bag.
I think I do. I noticed that.
There we go.
There's a hole in my bucket. Oh, there's definitely a hole.
There is.
Right, could you help me
Let me find
out?
you a new bag.
There you go. While I'm sorting this out.
Where'd that go?
Right, so I'm going to lay this up so that I'm going to make sure it's the right size. And then I'm going to use my brads in this area here, right, just because. Now, I could use them in here as well, but I think they'll look quite nice just as a little garnish, you know?
Garnish, that's
garnish.
nice.
They're a garnish, yeah?
Yeah.
So give a little wiggle, and then I'm going to put the 2 little legs, see, and then so that way, I'll leave it like that. It's quite a nice little garnish, I say.
Yes.
Right, so then down here, I'm eyeballing this. For depth, about ½ an inch in.
Yeah.
Right. Give a little wiggle. So I'm doing top left, bottom right. That way, at least it holds in place, doesn't it?
And this is where the super foam really comes into play whilst you're doing it.
Yeah, because they just stick. It just goes straight in.
Yeah.
So you hold it like that. Now you can do the other 2.
Yeah.
So you're going like that. That's that one. Like that. We'll put this one in. I mean, this is pretty basic, but what I love is these little tiny. They're not great big brads.
No,
they're little delicate.
3 mil, made specifically for us. Mainly for parchment craft. But we've said over the last couple of days, just because it says something on the tin doesn't necessarily mean it's for that sole use.
No.
So like the stencil card is actually premium card. The Pergamano Perga colour pens are for your everyday colouring in, as well as your parchment craft.
So now you see they've stayed in place while I was doing that. Right, now when I turn this over, you can see I'm still working on the old stock, the old
companion paper.
Well, I just use what I've got at home.
Yeah.
So I'm just opening the legs.
We're not even going to go down that road.
That reminds me, have you been watching Bridgerton?
I don't think I've ever watched it at all.
I've binge watched the second half of series 4.
I haven't even seen series 1.
I do like Bridgerton, but it got a little bit fruity last night. Right. So then we're just going to take our anything.
Yeah, you could use your stamp pens. That would be perfect for that, wouldn't it?
That'd be ideal. Right. It's just anything you have to hand.
Just squidge.
Just to split the legs open. Right.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, well, there you go. And now it's all in place. And we didn't use glue and we didn't use sellotape. And now that then can be used on the page. So now that sits on there and you can use the tape runner.
Yeah.
Or whatever you have. And then that will sit on there beautifully.
And can I give you a little tip with the brads?
Yes.
If, for example, you decided you wanted to come up closer to the edge.
Yeah.
So on the corner, if I just turn over the back. Just
Oh, I know. Yeah,
so
I know.
if you come up close, then obviously it could stick out. And all
Yeah,
you do
you
is
just
you
twist them in.
twist one in,
Yeah,
sort of like
yeah,
90
a 90
degrees
degree angle.
at whatever angle, and it just stops them sticking out the edge.
Or you cut them.
Yeah,
You just cut them with a pair of scissors.
Yeah,
just trim them down.
Down a little
Yeah,
bit.
but that. You can bring them away from the edge by folding them.
Yeah.
Or you can just trim them off. So there you go.
Look at that.
That looks nice now.
That's beautiful.
Well, it's not bad. But there we are.
Not bad.
I like it. And then whether or not you use yeah, go on, let's have a look.
So this is the bijou one.
See, this would look so good, wouldn't it? So then you just stamp something into that corner.
Yeah.
Serenity.
So we've got the original collection, which
Let's
is...
have a look. I think I need something a bit bigger.
So you've got Serenity, which is set 1.
Strength.
Which comes in the
Wisdom.
larger size.
These are just beautiful, aren't they?
Then you've got Soul.
So now we've got Soul, Honesty,
Happiness.
kanji symbols, you see, and they look so they just look like works of art.
Yeah.
In fact, I talked about this, I wrote about this in the newspaper, the March newspaper, the Japan paper.
Yeah.
Because to me, these are just beautiful pieces of art, you know, they don't on their own. So you've got these two large ones, haven't you?
You have.
That is that one.
Soul or Serenity.
And that one.
Yeah.
And then we condensed it to make it
a bijou.
Small. So that's both of those put together in one little one.
Yeah.
So that's why there are 3 of them, just in case you're wondering.
So they are all £11.49. And
very
the
lovely.
Numbers are on the
I just love
boards.
them. Look at that Serenity. I mean, and the thing is, when we laid these up, if you don't want we put the translation in the actual stamp, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't want that, then you just mask it off.
Yeah, the low tack tape.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
So, but if you didn't have that, then you're not going to know what that means in Japanese.
And you don't know what direction.
And you don't know what direction it goes. Exactly.
I'm sure if you put it upside down,
it has a different meaning.
Something different.
So, but they're lovely. And since this is Japan month,
yes,
the thing about these beautiful signs and symbols and words is that it's transformative. And what it does is it gives your artwork a story or a narrative.
Yeah.
It completely sets the mood. One little symbol, bottom right hand corner.
Yeah.
It's quite astounding how it can just, it gives the whole thing gravitas. It's like, yes.
And it's sort of, and because it is in that different, because it's in the Japanese symbol, it does something different, doesn't it? Rather than just put the word love with a normal stamp that says love, if you've got love with the Japanese symbol, it
elevates it, doesn't it? So those are the 3 sets. And then there's a 4th set, which is really interesting, the Enso set. I really like this one.
So you got that.
So this is this one here, which again is worth investing in, because this Enso mark, it's that the philosophy behind this is, and we've talked about this before, this is when you do brush strokes, as a potter as well, when you do a brush stroke, you don't fiddle with it. That is what that's it.
Yeah.
You can't go in and start trying to manipulate it. So when you do an Enso circle, however it comes out,
that's what
you get. And so this is that whole enlightenment, and that's quite enlightening. And this sign here means enlightenment. And the way I know which way up it is, it looks like a flower pot to me, and the flower pot's always at the bottom.
Yes.
So that there equals this set. And then we've got one tiny little one.
And this was something that we did at one of the retreats, and we used it on the retreats. And so we brought this out as well.
So it's a little bijou one.
Yeah.
And it's the Enso circle, but it's just beautiful. You know, for a signature, if you're on the back or on tags or ATCs.
Yes. Yeah.
Really nice. Really nice. So worth having a look at our beautiful kanji symbols. There we are.
Super duper.
Right. So that's that demo. Now I've got one more demo to show you.
Okay.
It's the Reddish dance, but I don't think I'm going to do it in 10 minutes. So what am I thinking here? Because it's a lot.
Mm,
If I show it off
yeah.
and then
I mean, we're going to be looking at Japan throughout the whole of the month of March, aren't we?
yeah,
So, I mean, I think if we maybe look at it,
yeah,
and then it could be sort of like a Monday afternoon show or
or a
something like that, or a
Friday.
Friday.
So I was dead chuffed with
Wow.
this. Took me ages,
Oh my
right?
God. Don't show them.
Right.
Wow.
So you can see this is a little piece of, and this is the point, is the designer paper
Yeah.
and the companion paper.
Yes.
Right. And then this is, if you think about what we've done so far, right, I think we might have to have another session to do this one. But basically, the mask covered this up.
Yeah.
These, if I go to the actual little stamps, let me show you. This was a combination job. So I took the Lovebird and I put the Lovebird down.
Yeah.
Then I covered the Lovebird up. We'll do it
With the
together.
mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I took the flowers from this set.
From the Dreambird.
Right, from the Dreambird, the outline ones to colour in. I could have used the solid ones, but I used the outlined ones. And then I used the mask, the outline one for the leaves here to kind of break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, now, the thing is that when you do that, what I had to do in order to do that was create my own masks.
Using our blank mask material.
Right, so I cut the masks out to do that job. And then once you've done that, that didn't take too long actually. But I think I'd really like to do this. I might just do a pre-recorded YouTube on this. I might just do a little YouTube just to show you how it works, you know? And then, but the main thing for me was to take the designer paper and then marry it up, because it's so beautiful, right? And I thought there's a trick right there. So what I wanted to do was just show you the designer paper and the companion paper. Now, a lot of you know how that works. So we started out with the designer papers. Which I did with alcohol ink. That's how I got these to start with. So the original prints are made with alcohol ink. And then the thing is, the companion papers, they are the companion. So they complement the colours in the designer papers. We made them from the colours in the designer papers.
The companion paper colours aren't your bog standard on a colour chart, are they?
No.
Because when you're working with alcohol inks, I mean, if we just look at this here,
so if you look at this one,
you've got all these different blends where all those colours have been blended together. So, for example, we would have took a digital pipette, picked up that isn't a colour really because it's a combination, and colour flooded the companion paper. And
what I've done here is I've already pre-cut, I've already pre-stamped ready, you know, for the demo. Before I colour it in. So it's quite straightforward. But the thing that makes this really pop is if we just take Amazonia, take Amazonia. So there's the colour that I'm using. It's got screaming landscapes. But because they're one-sided now, back in the day, maybe that one would have been at the back of that one.
And it would have been a diffused version, wasn't it?
So then what we did was we opened up all of the different colours. So you've got these fantastic colours, or just beautiful backgrounds for stamping into. Now you could take any one of these stamps, the butterflies, and then you start to look. And one of the things that I would encourage you to do, just stay there 1 second. Is stamp your piece onto a piece of parchment or tracing paper, right? So I stamp my artwork, let's say, onto a piece of tracing paper.
So that now becomes your template.
That's my template. Now I know, right, and I know which way around. I might put a little F for front. So I know that it's not that way around. Because that's the thing about tracing paper, you know.
See both sides,
So now I'm going to go, right, where do I want to sit? Where do I want What colours do I want? Which
And that's easier
part
to do it on this rather
So
than hold the
easy.
stamp over, isn't
Right?
it?
Look, glorious.
Yeah.
See, so when I looked at this one, I thought, wow, I want a bit of green. Remember, I'm going to put those other, I'm going to put the frill, if you like, around the outside. So where am I going to, don't want to go too dark.
No.
But you can rub out with a white eraser pencil, so that's not a problem either. But when you start to look at the different colours, you can see the potential is insane.
Yeah.
Right. Some of them are a little bit dark, but like I said, you can colour, you can erase the colour.
Yeah.
That's my favourite one. This is a real weird one, but I love it. And you can see how, look, that's it there. I know exactly where I'm going to go with that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So these are the papers, loads of different papers, and there are some absolutely fantastic colours. Look at that one.
You get 24 different designs in there, and you're going to get 2 sheets of each, so it's 48 sheets in a pack.
This is a gorgeous one, isn't it? And if you use, well, we'll do it to get, I think I'm out of the country for a little while, but let me just show you. If I take this white eraser pencil, right, and I go across there like that, I just want to show you that if you want to take colour out, look.
Easy.
See how easy it is to take the colour out?
And then, so if you wanted to then reintroduce it on top, you'll get more of a natural colour.
So say, for example, this area here, if I wanted to, I can lift a little bit of the colour out of that area there, so that then when I go to colour it back in, see? And what's interesting is the black ink doesn't move away.
Which is strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's the black ink and it's an ink eraser pencil, but it must be because it's archival.
Doesn't take it out.
It doesn't move it.
Look. So I can take the colour out of these areas with the white Faber-Castell, which we have.
We do. We get double-ended or single-ended.
But you can see what I'm getting at now. So, you know, look, like there, I can make that tail really white.
Yeah.
You see? So this is great. Even if you're working in a slightly darker area like that, you just lift the colour out where you want it.
And the butterfly collection as well,
amazing,
because of these colours. Yeah.
So now we're looking at all these gorgeous colours. Let me just shuffle all this back. These are the design. This is the design side of it.
Yeah.
And then
That's
what
one of
we've done,
that one.
That one.
I love that one.
I love that one. Mind you, no, let me show you. There are some pretty fantastic ones in here.
That one's nice.
That one's beautiful. That one's lovely. Look.
Yeah.
Oh,
that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Look,
that's the
sky.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's already there for you. Amazonia. Oh yeah, look at that one. With the lake.
The lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know.
Yeah. So you're getting the landscapes already built in for you. That's the exciting thing about designer paper.
Yeah.
Now, so you got the designer paper, but then you go to frame it like we did, like I want to frame that. And I can tell you now that it's the paper in the background that makes it.
Yes. And
it's
we
that
found
that makes it. You
at
take that away.
It was difficult to find a colour to complement the designer paper.
If you take that away, it's what is nothing.
Looks okay.
Something and nothing. As soon as you put a colour frame, even though it's a sliver of a frame,
all of a sudden it's ping,
bang, you know, and it's not just a black Sharpie pen around the outside again. So if we were to let's take a look at the Amazonia companion papers.
Yeah.
And you'll see, if we just take one paper, there you go, take one paper, or take the one that I actually used, the one, that one there. Let's take that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. And when you go to those colors, right? Yes.
That picks up from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. They won't all work. No. Yes. Yeah. Oh, this is glorious. Look.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That olive green.
Yeah.
Not so much. Light blue.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There.
Then I'm going back to the same
Right,
colour.
yeah.
Orange. Love these. Well, look at that one.
Look at that.
There you go. That one.
It picks up that colour at the bottom, doesn't it? There.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter which way where you go, you'll find there'll be, look, that one. Beautiful. So some you go, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. And then once you've got your yeah, no pile, then you go back to your yes pile and narrow it down.
And then an hour later,
you'll spend more time playing with companion papers.
I know. And although they've been designed to work alongside, for example, Amazonia or Toscana, you'll often find, because you use the same set of colours when you were designing the designer ones, that there's that crossover.
There is a crossover.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are obviously not going to, but a lot of them will. So, for example, Toscana will work well with Amazonia because of the colour palette that's being used.
What I want to do is just show our friends the pairs, because we've got a special offer on them.
Yeah, so if I just take that one for a moment.
That's my one.
So we have a special offer. Okay, so if we come to the overhead. So you've got your Amazonia designer paper and your Amazonia companion paper. Available individually. However, we've put a special offer on for the whole of March. Item number 31968. Should normally be £26.98, but you're going to have a £7 saving, bringing the pair down to £19.98.
And then in addition to your club
discount as well. And if you put any of the products of the month into your basket, you'll get double points as well. So that is your Amazonia. Then we have our Antarctica.
So that's for those of you who like blues and pinks.
Yeah. So the item number for the pair is 31969. Again, available individually as well.
Just got to show a couple of these.
Look. I love this colour palette.
See, blues and pinks.
Yeah, and the teals.
Look at that. These are just beautiful to work with. And they're sort of built in landscapes, really, aren't they? Really, really lovely. Underwater.
Just as well, it wasn't water.
Aren't they lovely? See, I like less is more. Because you've got that grey pink wash, like pinky grey sky.
Yeah.
Yes. Glorious.
And then we're going from a cold climate.
Yeah.
And then we're going into a warm climate with Toscana. So the duo is 31970.
And again, if you go into this one, I've got to just show you.
Yeah, landscapes again.
Look
in
at
that one.
These are so lovely to use. Real Tuscany, isn't it?
Yeah.
Autumnals. Oh, there's my favourite. I just love them. Look.
Yeah, it's got an icy look, but it's not icy.
No. So these are gorgeous, you know.
All available individually if you choose to, but the special offer with that £7 discount for the month of March.
And I think the most important thing to know is that these are made to fit together.
Yes.
You know, they are made to fit together.
And the solid colours, so you won't find anywhere else off the shelf.
And the weirdest thing is that as soon as it's like they lock in together.
Yeah.
You can have you can have the other colours and try to fit them, and you have a measure of success.
Yeah.
But when you go to the right one, it just goes click.
Ping.
Yeah, it does. I've spent enough time trying to work
And then
out.
your final collection is your Waimea Falls, and the duo is 31971. Available individually as well. But on the duo, you've got that £7 saving plus your club discount up until the 31st of March. Did you want to flick through the Waimea to show? Because we haven't flicked through that one.
Haven't we?
No.
Okay. So move all that out of the way. Take my lovely, designer papers. Oh, yeah. Waimea Falls.
Waterfalls.
Yeah. There we are. But they are nice. Very bright. Have you ever been to Hawaii? Waimea Falls is in Hawaii, in Oahu.
Oahu?
Oahu. So this is Hawaii. That's what you got to think. Hawaii and tropical.
I love that one.
That's nice. Yeah. Do you know what? That's the one I'm always running out of. We ought to have a pad just to that one.
Better have words with Lisa.
Do you know, I'm not kidding. We ought to
Well, we
'Cause
used
if
to
I-
have Barb's favourites, didn't we? Where
Yeah,
we had to send them off
that's right.
to be printed, and there was an overrun on some of them.
Let's see that one. It looks
Mm.
like stalagmites and stalactites. And that one, look, like Lord of the Rings,
That's a
Gandalf.
lake. Yeah.
Gandalf with his staff right there.
Oh yeah.
Isn't he? And this is the abyss.
But then if you turn it that way,
not so far to fall.
but you've got a green field.
Well, I was, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, I get it.
With a little bit of a lake in the front.
Yes. All right, Paul.
Yeah, okay. It's been a long day. My glasses need changing.
So that's Waimea Falls.
Waimea Falls. Yes.
Again, complete with
the companion paper. Absolutely.
Thank you.
There we go.
So that's it, my friends. I think, there you go, 4:05. That'll
It's
do.
been a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Many friends are with us.
For joining us. I know the weather wasn't up to much outside.
But I think it's that go-to destination. I think because you've been doing it for so many years now, it is that sort of, we know the first Sunday of every month, it's going to be 2 hours of all things Barbara and Clarity.
I think as well at the moment, because we've started, you know, we're getting into the habit now of the product of the month. So we know how that works, and we know about locking double points. So we said farewell to February.
We did.
We say hello to March. We're in that lovely overlap period.
Yeah.
And these are just delightful designs. I know that you're going to get a lot of play time out of them. And I think that's
just what
important.
you've shown us today, just with one set, so to speak, really, and it can follow through from all three of the new trio.
And the butterflies.
And with the butterflies as well. And that technique with the stencil, the new format with the stencil mate.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then for all our parching friends, you know, don't forget, of course, there are beautifully integrated plates, which include the stencil design around them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why they're integrated.
Yeah.
So
and we launched those on Monday because of we launched 4 workshops, online workshops, didn't we?
We did.
On Monday.
So let me ask you, if our friends want to go shopping,
yes,
it's all in one place.
It's all in the one shop for this afternoon. So on the front of the website, if you go to the catch up on the Clarity TV show button, everything that we featured today is in there. And then tomorrow, because we'll have another show, it gets transferred into the catch up and craft area.
Okay,
so it's all there. And what we'll do is on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, because Tuesday tends to be a groovy day, we'll have a look at the original butterflies.
Nice.
And we'll revisit the birds that we've looked at already.
Great idea.
And we're also going to look at the product of the month, the heart.
The heart stencil. So there's plenty for our groovy friends too.
On Tuesday. So, yeah.
And tomorrow, I'm back in the shack at 10 in the morning.
Yes, with your little robins.
We're going to finish the robins off.
And we've worked out the cameras, if we can remember, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jim showed us how to get in really close.
So that's at 10 o'clock. And then at 2 o'clock, I'm going to be showcasing Janice Phillips' new stamps, the floral.
Blooming Amazing.
Blooming Amazing.
Blooming Amazing.
Yeah, she is blooming amazing as well. So, but she will have been at Sandown all weekend.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that on my own.
She'll be a bit cream crackered.
I think she'll be very cream crackered. So I said not to worry about trundling down I'll do it for her, I said. So. Because it's been a year since Janice launched her timestamp creations with us.
Wow.
Isn't that lovely?
Doesn't time fly?
When you're having fun. Yeah. So she's got some beautiful collections, and they're all in her brand page on our website.
Yep.
Including the new flowers now.
I will activate them when we come off air. Normally we don't activate till 8 in the morning, but I can activate those.
There you go. And then you can pop them in your basket as well.
Absolutely.
And they get double points.
They will if you put one of the products of the month in as well.
There you go. All is good. All is good in the Clarity camp.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed your Sunday afternoon. I'm home for roast chicken.
Nice. I don't know what I've got yet. I'll see what's in the freezer.
You always have chicken.
No, fish last night.
He clucks.
Careful.
And thank you so much,
Gracie in New York.
Keeping us company.
Absolutely.
She's home next week.
Woo! Super duper.
Yeah.
It's somebody's birthday.
It is. And hers.
Yeah.
And we're going disco dancing on Saturday afternoon. You know,
you're silent disco.
Yeah.
Up in London.
We've got a great weekend lined up. Yeah, silent disco at Charing Cross in the afternoon. And then on Sunday, we're going on the Bluebell Railway.
Oh, yes.
For lunch.
You've been on that one before.
Very
you went
posh.
Mum and Dad, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
Steve
and Steve.
Yeah. So we thought we'd take Grace on the for luncheon on the Bluebell
P's
Railway.
and Q's.
Yes, it's very lovely. Very nice.
It's like the Orient Express type thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the Pullman carriage. You know, the old Victorian Pullman carriage. It's beautiful.
Nice.
So there you go. That's what we're going to do.
Super duper.
Thanks for joining us. I'm waffling now.
And we'll see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye now.
Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And thanks, Grace.